Hello guys, this is Moses Jayaraj. Today I want to talk about on the subject of wait a second. Today I want to talk on the subject of why most of the middle class children are the most ineffective in the society, and how the next generation can prevent it from repeating this pattern, or how to break this pattern in order to not get the next generation people of ours, in order to not to become, not to stay in our same situation. See, today's middle class child are much ineffective in to survive and to become independent when it comes to finance, including myself. The reason for that is mainly the poor choices that was made by the middle class parents. They mostly rely on the decision and the opinions of the others. Mostly they always think what others think. They live for the appreciation and about the opinions of the fellow neighbors. But I always use it to say the majority are always wrong. You never have to live live for the opinions of others. If you live for the opinion of others, you will damage and ruin your life. See what other you have to you never have to blindly follow what other person is doing, what other person is doing in his life. You have to always examine whether what he is doing is right or not. The poor choices that was made by the middle class fathers and mothers, that will put this present generation in this situation. I'm going to give you some of the examples in happened in most of your lives. The one thing is, when it comes to investing on the knowledge, when it comes to in your life, they made choice about investing on our education. Not only that, they it's like putting on a wrong stock. If you are When it comes to stock market or shareholding, when it comes to stock market, if you put on the wrong stocks, if you not predicted with knowledge and experience which stock is going to flourish, then your investment going to become zero. They will become You will waste money on those stocks. Similarly, if you invest on betting or this illegal stuff, chance losing is much high. Similarly, most of our fathers, even who doesn't have a bad habits like drinking, smoking, and other stuff like gambling, but still people not going to flourish in their life, still staying in loans. I faced that situation. The reason for that is mainly unnecessary spending much money for unnecessary functions, and by taking credit, by taking debts or credit debts, loans for high credit, high percentage of rate of tax, not tax, interest, high high rate of interest, and they were not thinking how much they can able to pay. They were making loans more than they can pay and investing on the wrong, mainly our education, schools and colleges, for the wrong investment. See, this knowledge is corrupted with lies. If you teach, and also this this knowledge, the school knowledge which we are investing, not even teach us how to survive in this society. It won't even teach you the basic things of life, of survival. What schools and colleges do, it will use a child in order to get profit for their business organization. It is nothing but a business organization. If you put your child in someone's hands, it's definitely your poor decision. So even though, never disappoint and never blame your parents because of this reason. And your parents never have a right to blame you. Only you have see whatever the situation of past, leave that there. Work from night right now. See what your parents did wrong, what the choices they made. And also the science, the knowledge that we get taught is corrupted with the lies. Mostly they are not even facts. Most of the subjects of ours is filled with the theory called evolution, which is a lie. If you teach a kid an animal, and he'll become like, he behave like an animal without morals, nothing. The society going to get corrupted. In order to not to repeat this pattern, the only option is a homeschooling. See, rather than sending our kids to the school, we have to teach what the kid needs for survival and what the knowledge that he need in life to become a better citizen. That's what we have to teach. And to my kids, I'm definitely going to teach the Bible. Break the pattern. If your father and mother never made a right choices, never had a knowledge, if they were away from the knowledge, so get knowledge and understanding, guys. The Bible says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of the wisdom. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of the knowledge. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of all understanding. If you not have fear of the Lord, you are not even beginning to that wisdom and knowledge. So I hope you understand. Change the pattern, break this pattern in order to get success in life, get knowledge, get understanding. Don't repeat the pattern which your parents get stuck in, which was by this world. You have to always carefully examine what world says. Most of the time world never says you right, it always says you wrong. So carefully examine. And also I want to tell you, homeschooling is the best. You can save a bunch of money, a lot of money. See, it will take like at least in your 15 to 20 years of study, on an average, your parents make a 10 lakhs on your study, 10 to 15 lakhs on your study in like 17 to 18 years of your study. If the parents have two kids, they'll make 30 lakhs on their study on an average. But rather, if they invest on that stuff, if they buy gold or invest in land or stocks, today's situation will be much entirely different. But what they did is they kept their money on the wrong stock. They put their money on the wrong thing. See, our parents never even knowing what they did, they always try to blame the kids because they think they made the right choices. We gave you study and education. Why you are still like this? They doesn't know the situation of outside. The price the world is paying for this education is worthless. That's what we can see. If you get knowledge and understandings in some skill, which was expertise, the schools and colleges now teach the practical knowledge, expertise in some field. It always teaches the theoretical knowledge, which is useless unless you put that into work. Ideation without execution is worthless. So I want to educate the middle class people and their poor choices and decisions which was taken by themselves or by their parents. Yourself break the pattern if you are listening to this information. If not, then you'll stay in the same pattern and you'll get stuck. So don't rely on the opinions of others to make your to invest on your kid. Get knowledge and understanding. Always see through the time what will happen if I make this decision on my kid or on myself. Always have that mindset. Always think ahead of time. See the future. Then you'll realize simply how you can able to see the future. See the consequences that occur to the people who already make this decision. Then you'll realize whether it may be worth or worthless. I hope you will understand this. See you and meet you in my next video.